By the time this video airs, you are probably going to have had the opportunity to look at lots and lots of videos about this particular flashlight. So this is going to be my initial look at this flashlight. We're talking about the Thrunite TC15. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. So the folks at Thrunite were kind enough to send me one of their Thrunite TC15 flashlights and to sponsor this video. So again, this is going to be an initial kind of first look. We're also going to compare this in a subsequent video very soon as I get it, because I've ordered it, with what has been billed as the brightest flashlight you can legally buy, something like this. So we're going to compare this with it very soon, probably in a few weeks, just to see after I get the one I've ordered. Because I ordered one of the, I took a chance. I don't know, I might be breaking the law, but I ordered one of the brightest flashlights I can legally buy, and we'll just see how it compares to this one, because they're about the same price. So, actually, I think this is a little less now. When I first started to, first got this, it was like 59 bucks. Now I think it's down to 49 at the time of this video. Your mileage may vary. Stuff changes on Amazon very quickly. So anyway, so let's talk about the specs of this thing real quick. And I'm going to quit doing this to it. I'm going to hold it really still so you can see it. I'm sorry. Anyway, so this is the Thrunite TC15 flashlight, and I'm reading, by the way, if you can't tell. Features a Cree XHP35, and it uses an MIR 18650, which is just a different, I guess it's got a different chemical composition than standard 18650, standard lithium ion. And it's there's the battery, and which basically that allows it to it's a high output battery that allows it to drive the this LED to a maximum of 2300 lumens, and it also, they're a lot safer batteries. They're less likely to go boom, like some lithium ions have been known to do so. Samsung. Anyway. The length of this thing is 4.8 inches or 122.5 millimeters for, well, you know who you are. The diameter of the body is 0.94 inches or 24 millimeters, and the head diameter is just a little bit bigger at 1.06 inches or 27 millimeters, and it weighs just 2.5 ounces or 71 grams. That's probably without the battery. It also comes with a lanyard and a nylon belt sheath and a couple of extra O-rings. It is USB, micro USB rechargeable, so you can recharge the light without having to have an external charger. It's IPX8 water resistant, drop rated. You know, it's got this one has a smooth reflector, so it does a pretty good job of kind of bridging that gap between a straight up spot and a flood. No magnetic tail cap. This is a side switch operated flashlight. It does have a pocket clip with it, so you can orient that pocket clip to help you index on the button. And then, I don't know if you can see this or not. Let me get in there if you can see. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but it's blue right now. That means the charge is okay. When the charge gets down below 20%, then it turns red. And when it gets below 10%, it actually turns flashing red. So it just kind of lets you know. It's a good way that you know what your battery status is. I'll talk about the modes of this thing real quick. Like most Thrunites, this thing features a moonlight or firefly mode, and you just long press the side switch to get to it, and it comes on. And that is that's 1 lumen. It's good for 41.5 days. Then if you just click it, it comes, let's see, we'll cycle through, see what level it's on. Okay, so it's kind of got that hold down cycle thing. So the low is 25 lumens, good for 68 hours. If you hold it down from low, it's going to go to the next level, which is 250 lumens, good for 6.5 hours. Now, I think like most of these flashlights I've seen, if you wait too long, it's going to cycle back to low. Yep, so medium. And then it goes to high, which is 1050 lumens, good for 90 minutes. And then if you double click it, it's going to go to turbo, which is going to be 2300 lumens for about 2 minutes or so, depending upon the heat level. And then it's going to drop down to 820 lumens for 83 minutes. So we double click it. You can't really tell in the daylight, but you will be able to see when you see the night shots. And then it has a strobe. If you double click it twice, it's going to go to 820 lumen strobe for 180 minutes. Little strobe alert here. And there's that. Okay, so we're talking 2300 lumen capability in not much bigger than the palm of my medium-sized hands. So pretty cool there. So what I thought we'd do is we're going to cut to the night shots here, and then we'll come back and wrap this up. And then stay tuned after this video, because we're going to compare this with the brightest flashlight I could legally buy. So you don't want to miss that. So let's cut to the night shots. Okay, so there's the 1 lumen, and you can see it's got my notes here. Good for 1 lumen, good for 41.5 days. If you hold the button down, it's going to cycle through up to 25 lumens, and very bright there. And you can see kind of out into the distance a little bit more now at the old outdoor studio, 25 lumens. And 25 lumens is good for 68 hours. The next level is 250 lumens, and that's good for 6.5 hours. And you can see it really does throw a lot out there, and that's probably more than enough for what you're going to use for everyday use. I mean, if you're anything that you're going to be using, kind of in your general vicinity, 250 lumens is going to be plenty. Anything brighter really almost washes it out. But the next jump is straight to 1050 lumens, and this got to cycle back through again, and that is good for 90 minutes. And you can see that is stinking bright out there. And it's got a little bit of a center hot spot there, but then it also throws a really wide range. You can see when I shine it over, either way you can see how broad it is. And if you double click it, it's going to go to turbo, which is 2300 lumens, and wow, there's the turbo. It's stinking daylight out there. I'm just going to let it run now, and I'll put the time of how long it takes it to cycle down in the video, because I don't have my watch on me, but you can see really, really bright. And it's starting to get warm. I got my hands on the my fingers on the bezel. It's starting to get kind of warm, but really it's not unbearably hot. We're just going to let it go until it cycles down. And I'll fast forward through it and put the time at the bottom there. But you can see it is stinking bright. 2300 lumens is like, that is crazy, crazy bright. And we're not even going to look at the strobe right now, because I want it to cycle down first. So it's starting to get kind of hot, but I can still touch it. It's not like unbearable to my hands, but the head is definitely getting hot. Especially the little beam right, the little part right here, where the kind of the button is, the button housing. So we're still looking at 2300 lumens though, so really bright, and it's definitely starting to get hot. You can kind of see the beam right there though. Just throws it up there. I mean, it's like, wow, really cool. And actually go up to the top, you can see up in the trees even, really bright up there. We'll go back down to here to the old outdoor studio. Still going strong. That's about 25 meters out there to the old balance, orientation, and rotation device. And yeah, it's getting hot. I mean, I can touch it, but I don't want to touch it. It's pretty hot. We're gonna let it go. Keep going. Yeah, because I think it's cycled down now. I'll have to check that. And that should be 820 lumens right there. And then we'll just do a quick strobe for 820 lumens, and basically just going to double click it, and you can see it strobing. Double click it, it goes up to 2300 again. That is stinking bright, and it's getting hot, really, really hot. And you can see the blue button means it's got plenty of juice left. But just look at that. Kind of see up into the trees up there, way up there, and then back down there. And it's definitely getting hot again. So, but we turn it right back on and cycle right back up to the 2300 lumens again. So, I mean, if you just got to have 2300 lumens for a long period of time, you can kind of space it out just a little bit, turn it back on. But it's getting hot. Okay, well, hopefully, as you can see with my 5-year-old $200 camera, this thing really does a good job of lighting up the night at the old outdoor studio here. It's I could tell a difference between the 1050 and the 2300 with my eyes. I don't know if it came across too well on the camera, but it's stinking bright, man. It throws some light out there, and I think it does a pretty good job on the beam pattern. And it's just really cool that it is like, that's about the size of an 18650, so it's not that much bigger. And It doesn't have the magnetic tail cap, as Ben at Living Survival pointed out. So if you stick this in your pocket, your keys and stuff are not going to suck to it, you know. So like a wrecking yard magnet crane. So anyway, that is the Thrunite TC15, the initial look. Again, stay tuned, because in probably, I don't know, a couple, 3 weeks, we're going to compare this flashlight to the, we're going to do a head-to-head with the brightest flashlight I could legally buy. So yeah, that should be fun. Anyway, once again, thanks to the folks at Thrunite for sending me this, and so I can show it to you, and for sponsoring this video. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a brand new video every Friday and Saturday, and very often random videos throughout the week. There's another one right there. If you're not subscribed, you can click right down there in the corner, subscribe, click that little notification bell so you don't miss a single video. I really appreciate your support. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.